let's go into voltage because that's the perfect segue there. So, what is voltage? What are you working on? And why should someone look at voltage?
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, thanks. I so Voltage is a Bitcoin development platform in the cloud, and the concept of it, Voltage has been around for a few years now, and we've been striving to build a platform in which those that have the desire to incorporate Lightning into their business in any way, whether any kind of business can do so easily without having to manage their own server, their own software, their own updates, and even and reduce the cost of hiring people to do that sort of thing. So instead, they can come to Voltage and get their infrastructure set up that is completely encrypted client side, meaning we don't see what you're doing on there at all, meaning we're no KYC, and you can have access to the entire LND API, which is exactly what you would have if you were running the Lightning node on your own server. We are not one of we're all Bitcoiners at Voltage, and the core ethos that we have and stick to is that no walled gardens. If you want to come to Voltage and try us out and move off of Voltage, cool, whatever. But we want to be, ethically aligned with Bitcoin, which I believe we are. If we weren't, I don't believe I would work there for what that's worth. And I and yeah, so and today is a very 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 important day actually, Opti, because you invited me on a day where we are actually launching. We're in the middle of a maintenance period right now where we are essentially relaunching our entire user interface to be more simple, more easy to access, and also new features. For example, with this update, if you are working with a couple other people or a whole team, you can now give access to other people to your infrastructure. So, for example, if you're running a business and you want to grant read only permission to your accountant, now you can do that. And all, or, those kind of things. So, we're trying really, really hard to focus on businesses and enterprises. That's not to say that someone who runs a pizza shop or a bowling alley can't come to Voltage and get a BTC Pay server. BTC Pay server comes with every package on Voltage, and with this new setup, our lowest package option is $25 a month with a BTC Pay server and a Lightning node, which is pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, voltage.cloud is the site. We are working really really hard to make Lightning easy for businesses and developers and Bitcoin in general. Honestly, if you want a Bitcoin core node, we could do that too. So definitely look us up.
Love it. Okay, well, who's you kind of mentioned it, Nate, but who is the ideal customer for voltage in your opinion?
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a range, but we're definitely targeting businesses and enterprises. For example, we are working with the Brains mining pool, and they announced that they are doing Lightning payouts. So I guess the S9 will never die because you can run an S9 and get paid out every day via Lightning now from Brains pool, and they are using Voltage for their infrastructure. So that's just like one example. But we have folks that use us for simple things. I've worked with a guy recently who he owns a couple small businesses in his small town. Like he owns the bowling alley and the pizza place and stuff, and he uses Voltage and accepts Bitcoin at these places. So you could go as far down as that. You can use Voltage to paywall your blog site or something if you want to charge per article and stuff like that. So you could get very very creative with the Voltage infrastructure the same way you could get creative with using these software and tools on your own server. Like we don't block um, anything as if you were running it on your own infrastructure.
Yeah. So, and another thing that I wanted to ask you, man, is that like right now, I think we were talking about this a little bit, like in the beginning of the show, or perhaps off air, which is Lightning is not easy right now, right? It's not easy for retail. It's not easy for a business to, just set up a, BTC Pay server. It's very easy to set it up for on chain,
Yeah.
somewhat easy, but
Yeah.
for Lightning, it's not easy. Like managing channels,
Yep.
opening channels, closing channels. And if we really want Bitcoin to scale and we're bullish on the second layer, we have a lot of work to do. And, you guys are the vanguard of this at Voltage. You guys are definitely trying to solve this problem as a company. So, what's an update on that? Like,
Sure.
what would you recommend if someone just wanted to use Lightning? Like, I had to jump through so many hoops.
Yeah.
Before it was like download wallet of Satoshi, bada bing, bada boom, bam, 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 set up. Now,
Yeah.
it's like Get Alby is great, Primal is good, but it's not a one-stop shop. It's not like let me open
Yeah.
my app store and download this wallet and I'm ready to receive Lightning transactions. You have to jump through some hoops, and anyone who's like not technically inclined or first exposure to Bitcoin, it's kind of a turnoff a little bit. I remember
Sure.
when we set up the Lightning, we tried to set up a Lightning store, like a Lightning, backend to receive tips for Simply Bitcoin. We just defaulted to, okay, you know what? Like F that. Like let's just use, Wall of Satoshi or Get Alby or whatever, because it's not like that we can't learn how to do it. It's that we got a lot of stuff to do as content creators.
Sure.
We just want a plug and play solution. So where's that at? And is there something that Voltage offers that makes it plug and play?
Yeah, I totally agree, and I think that this issue that is being tackled is there's two different angles to it, right? Folks that want to receive Lightning, folks that want to spend Lightning, and maybe receive a little bit, and Voltage is really more focused on the receiving end of this stuff. So that is more difficult traditionally because you need what's called inbound liquidity on your channels in order to receive, which means somebody else needs to basically lock up their capital with you so you can receive. And at Voltage, we do have a automatic liquidity provision service. Every new node gets a channel from us, so you could receive immediately. And also, we are building partnerships with, for example, the Amboss.space. They call it the Magma, where folks are essentially selling channels. We are looking at we're we're really far down the line. I mean, this is going to happen of integrating that with our platform in a automatic way. And we also have excuse me. We also have a analytics tool that's really easy to use that's built into the platform called Surge, which kind of alerts you to, hey, you need to get another channel or whatever. So I don't think the babysitting is completely going to go away, but I think making it manageable, and in my opinion, manageable would be like maybe you logging in 10 minutes a week or something to do what you have to do, whether it is to send your tips somewhere else to your cold storage or something like that. That's the goal, and I think we're reaching that. As far as just like a general user spending and stuff, I think Phoenix, Zeus, and Mutiny are going to be the three big players in just the general user spending applications. But that's not something that we're actually focused on at Voltage too much.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, man. Well, so if they
Wait,
want,
I got a question. One more. Sorry, Nico, not to cut you off. How quick is the onboarding, Nate, if people wanted to set up like a BTC Pay server?
A BTC Pay server, I can get you set up with a BTC Pay server, a Lightning node, inbound liquidity in probably 30 minutes.
Wow.
If we go
and then that's
fairly
something,
quick,
and
I
that's
would say
something that
30 to
you got,
45 minutes.
and that's something
Yeah.
that you handhold someone through, or is that someone that you
Yep.
guys set up on your end?
No, generally when we do those onboardings, in that specific case, for example, Voltage partners with the Human Rights Foundation. So sometimes I help NGOs set up their Voltage infrastructure, and it generally takes about 45 minutes. Most of them know something about Bitcoin and Lightning, but maybe not everything. And generally what happens is they will screen share, and I'll just walk them through signing up, click create node, click give me a channel. We make this very, very easy. Start up your BTC Pay server. We have the BTC Pay, if you're already running a Lightning node on Voltage, or BTC Pay server links up automatically. You don't have to do any weird configurations or anything. We detect it. It links up. You log into your BTC Pay, and then you could create your donation buttons and stuff like that right away.
Gotcha, man. That's incredibly badass. Very, very cool. And yeah, man, it's all the power to you. It's incredibly important what you guys are doing over at Voltage. And you guys are making Lightning easy for institutions, enterprises, individuals. And that's something that we definitely need if we want hyper Bitcoinization, right? We need those second layer solutions. as Bitcoin continues to go up, the fees will go up with it. Block space will become incredibly more scarce. So we need those second layer solutions, and Lightning is definitely one of those. And I'm super happy that you guys are focusing on that, and you guys are innovating, and you guys are making it easy for the average everyday individual to use something like the Lightning Network. So it's always an honor, Nate, to have you on the show. I think last time I saw you in person was